You see him right there on that list. Last year in the preseason, Allen was 50-1, and so you see the enormous jump that he has taken. And that brings us to this conversation. We thought we were trying to figure out, and Bart, again, there's a method to my madness, who is going to be the next Josh Allen? Who takes that huge leap forward this coming season the way we saw Josh Allen do? Let's go around the group here. Who's first up here? Kimberly, you're first on my screen, so I'll go to you. Kimberly, who is this year's Josh Allen?
Okay, bear with me. I think this is going to sound weird, but I think Joe Burrow. And here's why. It sounds weird to say a number one pick could be a breakout kind of guy come out of nowhere. We saw flashes of how good Joe Burrow can be before the injury. Now, there are questions like him coming back. Did Cincinnati do the right thing in taking Jamar Chase and not getting, upgrading that offensive line right away? We're going to see if he can come back and be the dude that we think he can be, because he's got immense talent. And now he's got his Stephon Diggs. He's got Jamar Chase. They're reunited. And I expect Joe Burrow to ball out just like Josh Allen has.
All right, I think it's a good pick. Mike Tannenbaum, who's this year's Josh Allen?
Jameis Winston, and here's why. He recently graduated with a master's degree with professors Drew Brees and Sean Payton. We know how productive he's been, threw for over 5,000 yards the last time he was a starter. He just has to minimize the interceptions, and in all seriousness, learning from Drew Brees and Sean Payton for a year was the best thing Jameis could do for his future. If he can minimize the turnovers, has guys like Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, sometimes those checkdowns are like long handoffs, I think he can take a huge step forward, and I really give him a ton of credit for swallowing some humble pie a year ago, taking a backseat, and I expect it to pay off this year.
I like that one. By the way, those are two number one overall picks we have so far on our screen. Bart Scott, which direction are you looking?
Right, way to take the low-hanging fruit, guys. Way to go out on a limb. I'm going with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones at 6'5". You talk about he's more athletic than most people can give him credit for. He's a guy that hit 21 miles an hour on the clock last year, Greeny. Also, now this team is built around him. He has weapons galore. He has Ingram. He has Cardavius Toney. Saquon Barkley's coming back. Shepard. He has Galladay. He has all the weapons he needs to take that next step, and they should be able to protect him a little better. He just has to learn, like Jameis Winston, how to take care of the football. But mark my words, revisit this, Greeny. Like I always say, Daniel Jones will be the breakout star this year. Write it down.
I like it. I mean, I certainly think that there's a possibility based on the weapons. Well, let me give you mine, and this is how it's circling it all the way back. And I don't know this would be a surprise, but a few years ago, Patrick Mahomes, second-year quarterback, was the MVP. Then Lamar Jackson, second-year quarterback, was MVP. I'm looking at Justin Herbert. I'm talking about all the things that we were having this conversation with Ninko a little while ago. That's a team that lost, I think it was 9 games last year by 1 score, or 7 games last year by 1 score. I did the stat on radio yesterday. I should have it in front of me. But the point is, they were like just a half a dozen plays away from being a playoff team a year ago. New coaching staff turned that around, couple of more pieces, completely remade offensive line, Bart, including the first-round pick at tackle. They bring in 2 new guards and a center. I think Justin Herbert has a really good chance to be the MVP of the National Football League this year. Bart Scott, what do you say to that?
Listen, I like that. I like Justin Herbert. I think he exceeded expectations. He made the case that he should have been the first quarterback off the books last year. But I just don't think they can stop anybody. And they're still in that division with that bad man, Patrick Mahomes. So you can pencil in 2 L's right there, even though they played him tough. If he can take the next step and not have that sophomore slump like some second-year quarterbacks have, Greeny, we're going to see if he's able to take that leap.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.